In the Yorn continent, the 7th cooking recipe takes the name of Great Stew. In order to unlock it, first you have to complete the main storyline of the continent. Then visit the Yorn's cradle area, where you have to use the central left report called the Dump Mine. Slightly to the top left from that report you will notice a new chain quest called the Father and Daughter. Get there and take the quest from the miner NPC. For its objective you will need to explore the dump mine slightly to the top left, where you will find several spiders and fairy enemies. By defeating the fairies you will collect the quest item and you will need 5 of them. Once done, in the left side of the same area called the dump mine you have to check its top right cavity, where after a staircase you have to speak with Avir in order to update the objective. Next, go slightly back and use the right staircase in order to find the miner that will allow you to complete it. For the second step you have to visit the unfinished garden area. To be precise, start from the bottom left report called the Great Canal Management Office. Slightly above that report you will notice another chain quest. Here you will find again the miner NPC that will give you the second quest of the chain called Road to Success. For its first objective, reach the center of the passage going to the top right, where you will need to interact with the broken part of the water pipeline. Once done, proceeding further in the next area, you have to check its top right corner, where you will find another valve to interact with. Once done, you have to enter inside the upper dead end of this area, where you will need to interact with a monument surrounded by some water. Next, you need to use the left passage and check its first crossroad. Once there, in front of the brazier, interact with the small waterfall. This action will give you a quest item. Once you have it, explore the central part of the passage to the top left. Here, in the highlighted area in front of Minar, you have to use the quest item using the F5 button. This will complete the last objective and you will be able to speak with Minar in order to complete the quest. For the next quest you have to visit the Black Anvil mine area. Start from its central report called the Temporary Shelter. From where then, using the bottom passage, you will notice near the blue arrow another chain quest. Reach this location and not far from some crystals speak with Minar in order to accept the third quest of the chain. For its objective you have to explore the passage on the left from the quest giver. Inside the highlighted spots you will find a red light you have to interact with. Doing so will reward you with some splendid dust and you will need 10 of them in order to update the quest objective. Once done you will receive a new quest item. Now that you have it, you have to go back to the temporary sheltered report in the central part of the map. This will allow you to reach the quest area slightly to the left side from it. Here you will find a new highlighted area. Inside it you have to use the quest item. This will complete the last quest objective and by speaking with Minar nearby you will be able to complete the quest. For the next step you have to visit the Iron Hammer mine area. Start from its central right report called Terrifying Great Rift. In the bottom right side of the report area you will notice a chain quest icon near a red arrow, where you have to speak with Minar in order to take the first quest of the chain called Smooth as Worms. Once you have it in the area to the top left you will notice several different enemies. By defeating the small worms you will find here you will be able to collect the quest items and you will need 10 of them. Once done, go back to the central right report called Terrifying Great Rift. Slightly to the left from that report location you will find the quest objective icon you have to reach next, where you will need to speak with the Minar that will give you a quest item that you need to use in front of her in the highlighted area. This will update the last quest objective and by speaking with Minar again you will be able to complete the quest. For the last quest of the chain, you need to visit the Great Castle area. Start from its top right report called the Legendary Smithy. Above that report, opposite to the central dark spot, you will notice the chain quest icon you have to reach. Here you will find again Minar that will allow you to take the quest. Now slightly to the bottom left you have to talk with the 3 villagers you will find here. Then go back to speak with Minar. Once done, she will send you in the right passage to speak with Avir. By doing so, you will complete the last quest objective, and going back to speak with Minar will allow you also to complete the quest. Now that you completed this chain, you need to open the Una tasks and browse toward the 8th page. The last reputation is called Umar Cosmetics New History. If you completed the quest chain mentioned before, you will be able to accept the daily quests in this list. All of these quests between the rewards will have a food chest for trade item. Opening them have a random chance to give one of the 3 ingredients inside it. Once you have the one called Quality Improved Seafood, you have to visit the Yorn Cradle area. To be precise, you have to check the area near the Great Castle portal. In its left side, you have to check the left dead end. If you have the ingredient, you will be able to interact with the pot of magic you will find on the left side of the area. Doing so will allow you to collect a new epic item called Thick Seafood Stew that is the first cooking ingredient you need. Moving on, once you will obtain from the daily quest chest the quality improved produce, you have to visit the Black Anvil mine area. Start from its central triport called Temporary Shelter. Next, in the upper right passage, you have to check the right side of the first area. If you have the ingredient mentioned previously, you will be able to interact with the pot of magic you will find here. This will result in obtaining another epic item called Thick Harvest Stew that is the second ingredient you need. The third ingredient you can obtain from the daily quest chest is the quality improved meat, and once you have it, you have to visit the Hall of Promise area. Here you need to reach the Burning Lava Cliff location in the central left side of the map. On the left side of it you will notice an elevator and you have to check the bottom left cavity from it. Here on top of the lava you will find another pot of magic you will be able to interact with if you have the ingredient mentioned before. This will allow you to obtain another epic item called Thick Meat Stew that is the third ingredient you need. Once you have all 3 of them, it's time to visit the Great Castle area. Start from its bottom left triport called Urka Market. In the top left side of the triport area, inside an inn building, you will find a cook NPC. She will be able to produce several cooking recipes, and the one related to this video is the last one. It will allow you to convert the 3 epic items you collected previously by paying 4,800 silver into a Great Stew. Now that you have it, is left only to open your inventory and use it in order to unlock the adventurous storm objective you came for.